we're a few days away from Halloween. What
Yes,
can our trick-or-treaters expect weather-wise?
Well, luckily, if you want to have 30 yards of cloth, it may be weather that you could actually wear that and
help you out
to
a
death.
little bit.
Yes, exactly. But between now and then, we've got some other weather coming in. It's kind of frightful, depending on if you want the colder and more wintry-like weather. That's what we have building in now, and that will continue this evening. Temperatures, look at that. You can see the cold air coming in north and west of that front. Yeah, it's about 8 to 15 to 20 degrees colder than where it was last night at this time. Still warming up ahead of the front, but as you can see, winds go counterclockwise around low pressure, so it's pulling in the colder air on the northwest side of that low pressure. Now, when I say colder air, it is much colder than it was, but keep in mind, it's still well above freezing, at least for now. So that's the good news. 42 degrees in Logan, 36 in Evanston. We've got 46 in Salt Lake City, 47 in Provo, 45 in Delta, Milford at 47 degrees. It's still 56 degrees in Cedar City. So it's hard to believe that, yeah, some of those folks like Cedar City up towards Milford could be seeing some snow by tomorrow morning, but it's in the cards. Look at that, 34 in Elko, 34 in Ely. So there's where your real cold air is. So it's starting to seep in, and as that cold air comes in, we're starting to get some more energy coming in from the north and west. So we've had some rain showers developing across northwestern Utah this evening, and that's because this energy is transferring to this low pressure, and that's starting to spin that moisture back up, and that's what's creating this widespread precipitation. So as we time things out for you on Futurecast, you'll be able to see this evening we've got that rain activity developing primarily north and west of Salt Lake City, but we have had some rain obviously here in Salt Lake and also around Logan, Ogden, down towards the north side of Provo. We'll see more of this filling in as we go throughout the rest of this evening. So yeah, look at this. By the time you get towards midnight, we're talking about some widespread valley rain for Ogden over towards Brigham City, down towards Salt Lake City, West Jordan, over towards Stockton, and in the higher elevations here from Randolph down towards Colville, over towards maybe portions like Park City could start to see that switching over to snow. And then as this low pressure continues to move up this frontal boundary across the state, we see some of the more widespread moisture stretching back towards central and southwestern Utah, and that will continue to expand to the north on the backside of this low pressure. So by the time we wake up tomorrow morning, we're going to have some widespread precipitation up and down the I-15 corridor, I think, especially from, let's say, Salt Lake City and all the way down through St. George. And notice, while most of the valley areas, the valley floors will likely be dealing with mainly just some rain with maybe a few snowflakes mixed in, areas above that from the benches up through the mountains and all of that will likely be dealing with some widespread snow coming down, and some of that snow will be accumulating through the morning time hours up through about lunchtime. Look at the heavier snow, southwest Wyoming over towards the Wasatch Back, the Uintas there, and there's some pretty good snows, and we'll see some of that snow in the higher elevations there across the central and southern mountains. And then this moisture starts to lift off to the north and east by the time we get towards rush hour tomorrow afternoon. So the inclement time will be overnight tonight through about lunchtime tomorrow, and then we'll start to see the precipitation tapering off for the most part. But then notice the models are trying to pick up on some lake effect snow showers developing Tuesday night into Wednesday. So that can't be ruled out for Tuesday night into Wednesday morning before high pressure finally clears all of this mess out of here. But with that being said, we're going to get some decent moisture out there, probably about 1/4 of an inch of liquid for many locations here, but some of that liquid will be in the frozen form. And so for the Wasatch Mountains here in the North Mountains, 4 to 8 inches of snow expected, 2 to 5 inches along the Wasatch Back. The southern Wasatch Mountains, about 6 to 12 inches. The Cottonwoods could see over 1 foot of snow with that system. The Book Cliffs around 4 to 6 inches of snow. Central Mountains, 4 to 8 inches. The Southern Mountains, 4 to 8 inches. The Tushars could see up to 12 inches of snow there. And then also, we can't forget about the La Salle and Baja Mountains over there, about 4 to 6 inches of snow as well. Again, if I have any good news for you, Halloween on Thursday, looking better, warmer with dry conditions. And also, the bad news, you kind of heard about this a little earlier, but don't forget, we fall back this weekend. So yeah, what does that really mean? That means those sunsets that are now going to be before 5:30 starting on Sunday. So get ready for that. Otherwise, let's take a look here at your forecast here as we go into the next few days. St. George, much cooler again, but Halloween looking pretty good. The Wasatch Front, rain and snow chances tomorrow through Wednesday morning. Halloween looking pretty good, and then the weekend, not bad right now. We'll keep an eye on that forecast.
Oh, boy. A lot of people keeping an eye on the sports today because there's a lot to talk about.
There really is.
Wow.
And